Hello and welcome, everyone. So we're back for another episode of Starseed Akashic Records readings. I'm joined today by my lovely co-host Diana Boles.
Thank you, my lovely hostess with the mostest.
And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Diane G. We're both Akashic Records readers, and for this show, we do something special for the people in the audience. So, normally during Akashic Records readings, we focus on Earth lifetimes, but for this show, we actually focus on your starseed lifetimes. So, these are the lifetimes that you had outside of Earth and the lifetimes that you spent in other star systems. So, if you're curious about that, please join us. And if you'd like to have a chance to have a Starseed Akashic Record reading with us, please type in the hashtag stars. So we draw for people randomly. And then when your name is called, we ask that you please type in your question so that we can read on it. Again, that is stars. There we go. Oops, it's not showing. Ta-da! And I'd like to say hi to the people who are here.
Okay.
The very first person who came in is Cardi B. Hi, Cardi. And Mia Dragon is here. Rossi is here. Barbara Hartlove. D Painless is here. Annie Bear. You were just on a show with Annie.
Yay!
Hi, Annie.
We had a great show.
And Kendra is here.
Talked
Hi,
about
Kendra.
good old witchcraft.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to watch the replay after. Hi, Cassie Reiki. And Jax Mangled Unicorn is here. Hi, Jax. Thank you for posting the links. And Millie De La Prida is here. And Nancy Ray is here. Hi, Nancy. Tina Babina is here.
Bobina.
Ethnicity, Nalani. Hi, Nalani.
Ethnicity.
And Nadia, Warrior Widow, is here. Kiran Agarwal is also here. I hope I didn't butcher your name, Kiran.
Kiran.
Hello and welcome. And Peace Please is here. Hi, Peace Please. Oh, driving lurking. Take care, Gerald.
Tarot Stash. Hello, my love. Oh my gosh, we need to talk.
So thank you everyone for being here. Again, the hashtag for today to enter the draw for readings is hashtag stars. There we go. Before we draw for people we are reading for, would you like to open the Akashic Records? Our rock star, Diana.
I even remembered. Okay. So let's start by taking 3 deep breaths. We are surrounded by divine white light and the divine grace of Source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us as we create a sacred space and call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic record masters. Assist us now as we bathe in grace and of the highest truth and the highest frequency and the vibration of light and love. Allow us to receive what is needed of our greatest good and greatest healing and greatest of these for humanity. In this opening, blue star sun, we ask for guided light from you and for you to aid our ability to see, read, and heal what the records hold. The records are now open. I need to change my glasses. These are getting old, and when they're inexpensive, they just get funky. Uh-oh.
I'm
Can't you?
muted.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
I was just saying that it looks funky. I mean it in a good way.
Oh, okay. I know. I love them. I love them. But, I hardly ever put these away because they're the ones that I wear back here the most. And who knows? They're probably scratched up or just sun damaged,
Yeah.
because they're just little plastic lenses.
Mine happens that happens to mine as well. Like they
Yeah.
get scratched up and sun damaged.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're ready to draw for the
All
people to
righty.
read for. Let's do 4 people. So everyone, if you haven't done it yet, again the hashtag is hashtag stars. Please enter it now if you don't want to miss out. Fingers crossed, everyone.
Yes.
Mary Starshine 5290. Congratulations, Mary, and please type in your question. Hypnicity. Congratulations, Nalani, and please type in your question. So again, we are doing Galactic Akashic Records readings. Why is there? Gary for Grace, congratulations, and please type in your question. And last for this round, Kendra Lesher. Kendra, congratulations, and please type in your question.
Awesome.
So again, that's Mary Starshine, Hypnicity, Gary for Grace, and Kendra Lesher. So please type in your question. We are doing Galactic Akashic Records readings. So yeah. Yes, there will be another draw, Kieran. Okay, I got your question, Mary. And Juanita by Starfire is asking, what kind of questions do people ask for this sort of reading? So whenever we do Akashic Records readings, it's mainly focused on soul development. If you have questions about your past lives, your soul mission, your soul purpose, even, you can ask about that. But since these are galactic Akashic records, we ask that it be geared toward the galactic. So if you're curious about your starseed or galactic lifetimes, you may ask about that. Like, where's your origin? In this galaxy or from another galaxy? Sorry, there's a bee inside my room. I don't know what's with my room. It keeps attracting wild stuff.
Now what?
There's a bee inside my room. It's a
Oh,
wild bee. I think it is a bee.
I just got my.
Hypnicity. Sorry.
It's a visitor from my hive. I just got my new hive.
Oh, that's amazing. It's not a honeybee though. It's the big one, the wild one.
Oh, bee bores. They're not
Yeah,
going to sting you.
yeah. I don't think so, but I think it's just looking for a way to get out,
I don't
which
think.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
they don't.
because I didn't give them any this time. Um, Hypnicity. This isn't really an Akashic Records question, so if you'd like to rephrase or yeah, change your question. We aren't going to do mediumship in this show. So I have your question, Gary. Millie Della Prida is saying bees are attracted to high frequencies. That's good to know.
This
At
is
least
true.
I'm high frequency.
This is very true.
Kendra, I have your question. So we're just waiting for Nalani's question. But for the first one, we have Mary Starshine. Would you like to take this, please, Diana?
All right, let's see. Are the Arcturians my main helpers now? Are the Arcturians your main helpers now? I'm going to say yes because of that hive mentality of that. I'm gonna take this bee in her bonnet as a symbol and as a sign for you, and that ability to work together in a cluster. But I also see that you have a Lyran background, and that they are always with you. It is the energy of protectiveness that you are aware of, that you sense, that you feel, is coming from Lyra. That hive mind, I don't want to refer to it as insectoid, but let's think of the praying mantis. Let's think of the bee, back to the bee, the six-legged creatures, the creep, what we would call, some people, some of our Native Americans would refer to them as the creepy crawlies, right? So that hive mind and that ability to take care of each other, that protectiveness, is what brings you to this solar universal consciousness, that there's more than one solar system, and that you have been a component of many. That brings you to here. I see you coming in through the Stargate that's in Arizona. And that is where your starseed, your first incarnation, came from to Earth. So I hope that helps you, Mary.
Thank you so much, Diana. And
Yeah.
thank you, Mary. I hope that helps. Sharon is saying, hello, everyone, and be stay away from Diana. Do you need to open your door? I actually cranked open my window. That's why I keep looking on this side. I keep it closed now because the snake got inside the open window. I left it open one night. And yeah, came in. No, actually did a live with Annie Bear during that day.
Oh,
And yeah, and my cards were like knocked over. I'm like, was there an earthquake? Was there a cat?
that's just too much. A python.
Yeah,
I mean,
inside,
cats
and
go
I
big.
didn't know. I did a live stream. I didn't know where it was, but it was inside the room with me that day. Crazy.
Oh,
Okay, I think I
pythons
saw an
can be pets,
not mine, please. I mean, I respect them. I love them, but I'm not very fond of them.
at a
Just keep
distance.
them away from me.
When you can wave.
Yeah. Okay. I got Aunt Lani's question. She's asking, what do my galactic guides want me to focus on? So for this, I'm going to rephrase it a bit so that it will be an Akashic Records question. So I'm going to ask, what does Nalani need to know right now from her galactic lifetimes that would be most beneficial for her to know in this moment, for her to focus on, or to know what to focus on? Was this was this in Mars? Not Mars. Where is it, please? Pleione to underground, but with the luminescent stone. So they're actually showing me a lifetime that you had with in Pleiades hypnicity, or an experience that you had in Pleione. So one of the things in Pleiades that's very interesting is that they have flowers that are like glowing, and they were showing me this at night. So it's like glow in the dark flowers around you, but you don't look like you're a native from Pleione. That's what interests me. Okay, where was she from Pleione? Okay, she was visiting. Was she in a spiritual retreat of some sort? I thought that what she needs to focus on. Okay. So, have you been feeling like really heavy lately? Hypnicity. Because one of the things that's interesting about Pleione is that it's a vacation. It's a vacation star system in Pleiades. So whenever people need a spiritual retreat, that's where they go. Um, it's star systems that's very focused on spirituality. And I'm seeing you're not a native from there, so you just visited. And I think they're showing me this because what you need to focus on right now is to rest. It keeps coming up: rest, rest, rest. Give yourself or allow yourself the time to rest, especially when you're feeling heavy. They're telling me that you're sensitive to energy. And with the times right now, it can get overwhelming for you. So, right now, when you feel heavy, it's something that you can do. And that's what I'm getting from the Akashic records. So, I don't know if that makes sense for you. That's what they want you to focus on, or at least that's what they're suggesting through the vision that they showed me. So, I hope that helps. And thank you for letting us read for you today, Nalani. Oh, this is
Very,
saying, yes, I feel earth movement.
very, very, very good. Very appropriate for
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you so much, Annie Bear. Annie Bear is taking us in her pocket right now.
All right. Hug a
Have a good
tree
walk,
for
Annie
me.
Bear.
Hug a tree for we.
Yeah. Okay. So next up is Gary for Grace, who is asking, please Akashic record of my past life or any past life, galactic life, any message, soul contract which is affecting this life.
Okay. Hi, Gary. You have to break a cycle. You have to tap into your Lyran roots. You are you're sort of trapped and caught up in the conservative attachments of Earth. Okay, and this is still affecting all of us, but particularly you at this particular time. Do you have a birthday coming during these summer months? I'm wondering about that. So this is going to take courage and creative communication amongst your circle of friends, because they've got you in this place. It's like they're not willing to accept the broader view of you. So a decision has to be made. And the reason why I asked about your birthday is because I kept hearing on your solar return, on your solar return, on your solar return. Don't know how old you're going to be, but on your solar return at that particular time, there's going to be something that is going to show you what you need to let go of. So I do hope that that helps you somehow. Okay. You're muted, honey.
Thank you. I was just saying, thank you, Diana, and thank you, Gary, for Grace, for your
That's right.
question and for letting us read for you today. Oh, someone mentioned about Val's class. I want to put it up. Peace Please says Val Dragonfly Crystals has an Akashic Records class coming up that you can sign up for if you're called to do so.
There you go.
Yeah.
And she's very reasonably priced.
Yes.
So if you're interested, good place to start.
Yes. Next person we are reading for is Kendra, who is asking, "Where is my galactic origin?" Okay. Show me where her origin is. Is it Arthur's or Lyra? Lyra. Lord. Lyra. Sulaka. Why does she have Avalon? Okay. Is that her origin? Cool. So what they were showing me was very naturey stuff, Kendra. So initially I thought Lyra. So I got a confirmation on that. Your origin um, is one of the common origins that we have, Starseed. So you came from Lyra. And there were many species in Lyra, but they're telling me that you were one of the Nordic ones who used to be in Lyra. You had feline features, is what they're showing me. So I don't know if you like tigers. Somehow tigers keep coming in. It's not cats, it's tigers. But if you like cats, that's also good. But big cats is what they're telling me. Even panthers attract you, or they are attracted to you. Okay, and they're telling me that you came from Avalon. That was your origin. So if you're familiar with King Arthur stories, it's patterned after Lyra's Avalon.
That's
That's
what I,
what you, Diana?
sorry, I was just, yeah, that's exactly what I see also.
Yeah,
That Avalon, it is the veil of palsy. It's the mist of Avalon, absolutely.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm seeing the. It looks like a crystal bridge. It keeps coming up.
And I was getting the same vision that you were thinking.
That's awesome. We're
Good to
connected
be
with the
back.
same thing.
Good to
Yeah,
be
it's good to be back. So Kendra, you were a female in that lifetime, and you lived a very peaceful life, at least initially. Get she there during the start of the Dragon universe. Okay, okay, but you don't want to focus on that. You want to focus on the origin. Okay. What did she do in that lifetime? Can you show me the gifts she was doing? Innovator. Okay, Kendra, interesting. You were an innovator in that very first lifetime. You would create stuff, and they would show me. I don't even know what I'm looking at. It looks like you're cooking, but it's medicine. So you're a healer and an innovator in one. You would make medicines out of what looks like fruits, or rather, you would cook something up that's nutritionally beneficial, that it's like medicine and it tastes good, not like the chemical stuff that we have nowadays. So I hope that helps, Kendra. Just a little huh, hold on. Give me a second. Mm, if there's anyone on my any mod on my channel in the portrait view, yeah, I'd like to ask for help, but I will be on it as well. Ta-da! It is very beautiful. One of the places that I see often is the Crystal Bridge. Oh, thank you so much, Mangled Unicorn. You got him first. But yeah, it's beautiful. Sometimes I wish we can just project what we see. It's very bright. and just there's a lot of crystals, and there's a temple, and but I don't even know if it's a temple or a castle. It looks like a cross of both. You're muted, Diana.
Merlin's crystal house. The
Oh,
house of
that's what it was.
yeah. That's the fourth time Merlin mentioned today, Jax. Was it Jax? Somebody caught that already a couple times.
Amazing. Kendra says, "So funny. My son tells me he saw Crystal Bridge in his past life. Maybe
One,
you have shared it with your son. I'm going to ask because I'm curious as well. Uh, let's use Star's hammer. Did Kendra have a past lifetime in Avalon with her current son? I'm getting a yes on this, Kendra. You shared a past lifetime together in Avalon.
yeah.
So, yeah. Again, thank you so much for letting us read for you. And I think it's time for us to draw for another set of people.
Yeah.
So if you haven't done it yet, please type in our hashtag for today, which is hashtag stars, to enter the draw for a reading. When your name is called, please type in your question. 110 Gaia. Or how many zeros is that? 10,010 Gaia. It's a binary number.
Love it.
So, 10,010 Gaia, please type in your question. You know what? I'm going to call you Gaia. Gaia, please type in your question. Mere Dragon, congratulations, and please type in your question. Leah Omega 8, congratulations, and please type in your question. And last for this round,
Hi, Leah. Hi, Leah. Hi, Leah.
Callie O, or Callie. Congratulations, and please type in your question. So again, that's Gaia, Mere Dragon, Leah Omega 8, and Callie. And I have your question, Mere Dragon. Oh, hello, Anna. Anna Wright is here. Later on, we'll see if we can do like two more. But yeah, it depends on the length of the next readings. But hello and welcome to everyone who are here. Um, if you're new here, please subscribe to both of our channels. The details on both of our channels are in the description. So this show is something that we do every other week. So if you didn't or you don't get drawn today and you're watching the replay, you may try again in the next after 2 weeks. And what's really interesting about this readings, whenever we do public readings like this, is that even if the reading isn't for you, sometimes it jogs a memory for you because this is open, and it's amazing how that happens, or there's a message somewhere there that is also for you. So if it resonates, take it. If not, don't make it fit. That's also okay. And I have your question, Leah. So we're still waiting for Callie and Gaia. So while we're waiting for them, let's start reading. So first person is Mere Dragon, who is asking. Uh, this one's for you, Diana.
Okay. Hello, Mir. Is this my first time on Earth? Where is your origin? Hmm. No, this is not your first time here, but this time you are coming full circle. Um, Last time you came in through the Bermuda Triangle, but this time you were in at Lake Titicaca on the Bolivian side. Now, they're telling me that if you allow your dreams to come in, you will be able to remember this even better, where exactly you came from. And you were of the cetacean, the whale planet, and you landed in the lake, and that you were a main force of attraction where you were in alignment with Orion's belt, and that this is coming full circle because now you have landed you landed in a place that gave you a new beginning. They're saying kind of like your Saturn return. You're back to where you were, only now you have wisdom because you've gone completely around the block. So that experience you have brought with you. You know how to treat the beings of the water and the beings of the earth. And you have great power that you are not aware of. So go into the dream time. Embrace the dreams that you are shown. Embrace lucid dreaming. Meditate more often and try to stretch your periods of time of meditation so that you can find the answers within you, the ones that really resonate with you, the ones that leave you with oh, I know, I remember that now. Because that's why we are here, to wake up and remember why we're here in the first place, to reactivate all of our 12 strands of DNA instead of the 10 that they keep saying is all we have. That's not true. We have plenty more. So I do hope that helps.
There we go.
And
So
thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you for
I
the
I
question.
had yeah, I had my mic muted. And Mere Dragon saying, "Thank you, Diana. I will study what your precious words. So grateful. I think what your
Oh, you're
precious words mean.
welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
And
I wanted to add something to that
sure.
because of your name, Mere Dragon. The dragon catches my attention, and then when I tapped into that, they showed me a lifetime. I think it might be your origin that you had in Sirius C.
Ooh.
You had uh, most of us know Sirius as a binary star or a binary star system, but there used to be a third one. There used to be a Sirius C, and it's where a lot of reptilians came as refugees. And you were, I think, you were descended from them. You didn't go there as a refugee, but you were descended from those people. So you had reptilian um, blood in your very first lifetime, and you also. It's interesting that you ask if this is your first lifetime on Earth. No, you were also here as an Anunnaki. because Anunnaki came from Sirius C. So you had that lineage, and that's how you got here on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's your very first lifetime here on Earth was as an Anunnaki.
Do you
So
see?
it's,
Do you see that lifetime as coming in through the Bermuda Triangle?
I don't know. I just see a ship
Okay.
that's almost like sh- just a ship. I don't see where it is, but perhaps it's near.
Yeah.
It could be near.
Well, that the triangle was the first I saw, but I'm glad you got the others, the rest of
Yeah.
that. And that this time for Lake Titicaca is when he entered in as a whale, or she. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah. It's very interesting. So thank you, Mere Dragon, for letting us read for you. And next person we have is Gaia, who is asking, I would love to know what my focus is right now regarding galactic connections. I'm trying to integrate here to understand my feelings perspective. Okay. Going to ask the Akashic Records. Okay, what is her focus right now with regards to her galactic connections with past masters? Or what lifetime could provide guidance on this? Could you show me where this access is occurring? Information. In Pleiades as well. In Merope. Was that her origin? So for you, Gaia, they're showing me your origin, which is also in Pleiades. So Pleiades is a star cluster that's near Taurus constellation, and you come from a star system called Merope, or a star in the Pleiades star cluster called Merope. So what's interesting about this star cluster is that it's very much focused on psychospiritual healing. In all of Pleiades, it is the center for psychospiritual healing. So right now, in your lifetime, I would say you're interested in emotional and mental health. Let me know if this rings true to you. A lot of Meropians are focused on that. So it's very interesting for me to hear. If you can validate that, please. You were male in that lifetime that they're showing me. Nordic looking. You had blonde hair, and you're wearing skin a skin tight uniform, the blue one. So it's the standard Pleiadian attire in that time. Your main focus, you also worked in the medical field in that lifetime that they're showing me, but you focused on children. And I'm being shown that it's you're at the medical center, you're assisting kids. Okay, how is this connected with her lifetime right now? They're telling me that it's something that you carried over for several lifetimes, and it's something that you still carry right now. Is that you're here to assist children process their emotions, to help. I don't know if you have kids right now, Gaia, but they're showing me kids that you're trying to help kids. I think it's part of your mission. You're trying to help kids to process their emotions by talking about it. Like in the previous generations, people don't talk about their emotions. And like your mission is for you to help people start that as children. That's why you decided to incarnate during this time. It sounds like a very big and important mission, Kaya. And Gaia is saying, "Oh yes, definitely. I feel like I dig into the details a lot with emotional mental healing, but I haven't yet sit with where I'm going with it." Okay. And Gaia says, "Oh yes, no wonder. I have a teen daughter, and I am processing a lot of inner child feelings myself suddenly. My parents seem scared of me right now." Well, good luck with that, Gaia. I know doing that, the inner child work is tough. So I wish you all the best. And I hope that this reading helped you learn more about yourself and what you're supposed to do or what you plan to do in this lifetime. Oh, thank you so much, Mary Starshine. Mary says they have to leave. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Gaia, for letting us read for you. And
That
with
was
that,
awesome.
yeah. Okay, next person we are reading for is Leah Omega 8.
Leah, any galactic life that would serve to help me in this lifetime. All right, let's. I'm getting cetacean again, and this time I'm being shown a dolphin. I'm not surprised because in this lifetime you are a Pisces. So you are carrying some of this with you. You are prone to pushing the envelope. And we say this with the best interests. You have a bit of a stubborn streak, which comes from the Pleiades. And it's you want to do it your way, and it can't always be your way. You have to remember that the freedom that being a dolphin gave you is not present on Earth. And your progressiveness, your progressive desires, there are roadblocks for us as Earthlings that the wide open ocean was able to prevent. So they're saying to put yourself back where you were a few months ago, not just in that past lifetime, but in a few months ago. Oh, thank you. Redbird is singing. A red-winged blackbird, which is really in the Oriole family. So go to this serious roots, which you have also been part of, and put yourself back in that mental transformation that you went through when you were so full of joy at this new perspective, and prospect what you were bringing up then. It can still be yours. Take a deep breath and dive. So I hope that helps you, Leah. I love you, my friend.
So thank you so much, Diana, and thank you, Leah, for letting us read for you today. I got Callie's question, and she's asking, "Thank you, Diana and Diane. I'd like to know why I have a strong memory or core connection with the Grace. If I have lifetimes from other places, races too, what's the significance of them specifically to me?" That's a very interesting question, Callie. Kelly, I have to ask. So you say you have a strong memory or car connection. Is it a positive one, or is it a not so positive one, or a negative one? Can you please answer that? Because I'm seeing you work with them, and it's either Mars or Maldek. Trying to tune in. Okay. You, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for letting us know that. Kelly is saying that's funny because it was mostly positive and loving, but I also met negative grace too. It was a mix of both that I'm getting as well. So you had a past lifetime in Maldek. You didn't have a past lifetime as a gray alien yourself. But to give you an idea of what Maldek is, you know the asteroid belt that we have in between Mars and Jupiter? That used to be Maldek. It just got blown up because of a civil war that happened there. A lot of refugees from Orion, or rather, the people who didn't want to turn into light back in Orion, were sent to Maldek. So it's like the Australia of our solar system. So all of the people who wanted to continue with the dark and explore darkness were sent to Maldek. And you had a lifetime there. And Maldek was just very chaotic whenever I see it. But what I'm seeing in that lifetime that you had, you were male in that lifetime and you worked with Grays. Gray aliens have had this problem in their to reproduce. So they have reproductive issues. So one of the ways that they find, or they try to find a way to reproduce is through science. So you were helping them with that. You were a scientist back in Maldek. So you had mostly positive experience working with them, because for most part, the work that you do, you had contracts with the people you were experimenting on. But at the same time, you were having moral issues, moral dilemmas with what you were doing, because you feel like some of them are pushing it too much. Like it's out of the contract, or there are loopholes in the contract that the gray aliens have with the test subjects, and they exploit that. That's what makes you or gives you the moral dilemma in that lifetime. But yeah, for most part, you had a positive experience with them. You had many friends who were gray aliens at the time. It's more like the bosses that you had problems with, is what I'm seeing, because they're asking you for things that you're not agreeing, and you're like, should I do this, or am I willing to do, or am I willing to lose my job if I don't do this? That's the question that was popping in your head. Oh, okay. Callie is saying, oh, wow, I had an out of body experience as this scientist before, and it bothered me ever since. That makes sense. You started it with good intentions, Callie. Like I said, the gray aliens have reproductive issues. You wanted to help them. That's why you became a scientist for them. To you, it was just a job initially, and you wanted to help. Unfortunately, yeah, they started to exploit the loopholes that they had with the contracts that they have. So yeah, that's why you had both positive and negative experiences. But I hope that explains a lot uh, of how you feel, Callie. Diana, would you like to add something?
Um, Again, here we have another uh, what is it? Sirius B is where the mermaids come from, the merfolk.
The dragon, some of the reptilian descendants, but
Okay,
she is
so
from Callie is from Maldek, at least in the lifetime that they were showing me.
okay. Well, I'm getting that she's from where the merfolk are.
Oh,
Okay,
maybe in
so again,
Mintaka.
we have this element of water. And perhaps it's because the moon right now is in Scorpio that so much of this secretive water has shown up here today. So it's just that there is still this unfinished business that you have that you must take care of. And that's part of this Sirius B, that you're experiencing, where you come from, that you're experiencing this. And then there's the dragons from Zeta Reticuli, right? Now that's them coming in, and they're explaining that if you do not embrace the family you have, you're going to end up being a mirrored reflection of that in the future. And what is a mirrored reflection? The complete opposite. So you have to assess where you're standing today. And again, I'm sorry, it's the grays that come from Zeta Reticuli, right? I'm sorry.
Yes.
See, okay, it goes right along with what you were saying. It goes right along with what you were saying. You were trying to help them because they couldn't reproduce anymore.
Yeah. She had a talent in genetics, and she wanted to use that talent. It's like, hey, this
Yeah,
fits me.
yeah.
I'm gonna help. That's how it started. So it wasn't all bad initially, Callie. Uh, Callie is asking, do you mean embrace the family I have, the grace, or the humans in my life?
I think you need to embrace the humans. Some of them are not easy for you to assess with, to live with, to hang around, to listen to. It's who you got. And so this brings us to the human side of unconditional love.
So thank you so much, Callie, and for letting us read for you today. I think that's it. Do you have time for two more, Diana?
Yeah, I
Or
do.
okay. So everyone, if you haven't done it yet, please type in our hashtag for today. It's hashtag stars to enter the draw for a reading. We'll do two more. So fingers crossed. If you weren't drawn yet, we'll draw for two more. When your name is called, please type in your question. Mangled Unicorn, who is asking everyone to hold on to your hats. Please type in your question.
Jax.
Thank you, John. Wicklow Vibes.
Vibes. Like
Hello
that.
and welcome. Oops. So, Jax and Wicklow Vibes, please type in your question. Okay, I have your question, Jax. So we're still waiting for Wicklow Vibes. I love that I'm hearing the birds outside your window, Diana.
Yeah, the Red Wings, they're very friendly, and they're very vocal. And it's
Yeah.
such a pretty whistle that they have.
John Clark, who came in from one of the fart shows, says, I'm so happy I found your fart show stream. Your streams are my go
Oh,
to streams. Thank you so much, John.
this,
Yeah. I'm not seeing a question from Wicklow Vice. So let's start with Jacqueline's question for you first, Diana, while we wait. If they don't show up, we'll draw for another. Okay. Jax is asking, I would like to hear about a past galactic life that would help me to know now. So this question is for you, Diana.
All right. I would like to hear about a past galactic life that would help me to know now. Okay. So you're redefining your galactic lineage with where you are right now, this human form that you have chosen to take. So you are from the Pleiades. And I'm also being shown a life in Vega. Okay. And you are in this mode of self sacrifice because of your life on Vega. Again, this sacrifice has to do with you weren't a scientist, you were a doctor. You were always giving of yourself to the point where there was no self esteem left. No self identity, I shouldn't say esteem, no self identity left. You incorporated yourself so much into your patients and trying to cure what was wrong with them. The problem is that you are trying to redefine the galactic lineage, and you can't do that. It is what it is. So on the Palladian side, you're on the star, from the star that exploded, the star that has vanished. Is I want to say Malbec, and I know that that's a wine. You can tell I'm getting tired. I had PT today. Sorry, guys. So names, certain things are escaping my brain, and I can't remember what star it was that vanished from the Palladians. Anyway, that's where you were from, and you have to embrace all of this because we don't think of Earth as part of that galactic, and yet it is. We are in the Milky Way. We are Andromeda's offspring. The Milky Way is the child. Andromeda is the mother, as we call Gaia Mother here. So I think that be less sacrificial. Keep a few things for yourself, my dear. Because if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of anybody else. And that's the way to change that galactic lineage. To tend to you first, so you have presence of mind to give to others. I hope that helped. There you go, giving too much. I believe that. I
So,
absolutely think you know what you're talking about.
so thank you so much for your question, Jacqueline, and for letting us read for you today. We hope that helps. I didn't see any question from Weeklovi, so I think they have left. So let's draw for another person. And if you're here, please type in your question. So, yeah, last for today. Fingers crossed if you haven't been drawn yet. D Painless. D Painless, congratulations, and please type in your question. Oops. So again, that's D Painless. Okay. Wow, you're ready, D Painless. I love it.
Good job.
Yeah. And they're asking, is there a past galactic lifetime that led me to Earth? If so, am I still working on any issues, goals from that galactic lifetime? I'm seeing a series because they're showing me like slides or like film of different lifetimes that you had. So they're telling me it's not a specific one, it's a journey. But I'm going to ask if there's a specific lifetime that can illustrate this the most. showing me? No? Can you show me where is it? What the heck they call it? Detail list has a past life and Venus. Well, let me see. In Venus. Where Venus. Is she more of a Venusian? Is this or Earth? Okay. What they're showing me is like your lifetime or the star system or rather not star system but the planet before you came to Earth, and it was in Venus. So it's Earth isn't your first lifetime in the solar system. It was in Venus.
Oh, I can see the
Did she
planet.
work with Valiant Thor? Valiant Thor is coming in very strongly.
Yeah, I can see the planet. I can see the surface of the planet.
Yeah, but I believe you worked with Valiant Thor, the Painless, and I'm getting a strong yes on this. You're working on a mission with Valiant Thor. And if you don't know him, his name came up I think in was it in the 50s to 70s? Um you can Google him later.
Valiant,
Yeah, Valiant Thor.
Commander Valiant
Yeah.
from Eisenhower.
Yeah. That Valiant Thor.
Look
He
at I
worked
remember that part.
yeah, he worked with the US government or
Mm-hmm.
he kind of approached the US government.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the Painless's mission from that Venusian lifetime? I'm hearing spreading awareness. That is your mission to spread awareness. And I asked, spread awareness about what? And they just told me love. Spread awareness about love or to spread love itself. It was your mission with Valiant Thor because as Venusians, you're more inclined with oneness or you understand how important it is to see each other as one. And Earth was at war or always at the brink of war and it was frustrating. It was kind of frustrating for you to watch. And so you're like, darn it, this is frustrating. I am going there myself. I'm going to help Earth because they don't understand what we do. That was the lifetime that you had where you decided to come to Earth. But I am going to try to dig a little deeper. What kind of lifetime you had in Venus back then? Okay, Valiant Thor was your teacher. Not as Valiant Thor, but in his previous incarnation. Mentor keeps coming up. He was your mentor. You were part of the people who offered technology to Earth, but you were refused. Is what they're telling me. The word peacemaker is coming in. You that was your job in Venus. You were a peacemaker. Like diplomat, you worked on diplomatic ties. You weren't just working on Venus. You were sent to other star systems as well. I'm seeing you going to Orion for peace talks to Sirius for peace talks. So you were a frequent representative of Venus during those times. That's why you worked with Valiant Thor, is what they're showing me. So I hope that helps, and let us know if this resonates for you. It's very interesting to see this. So I hope that helps, Deep Painless, and thank you for letting us read for you. Deep Painless saying, awesome. So I think we're done with the readings today. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, everyone, for
Thank
being with us.
so true.
And
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, and if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to both of our channels. Our links are in the description. So Diana, let's close the records. Would you like to do the closing?
Yes, I sure will. All right. So let's end as we began with 3 deep breaths. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. Mikhail, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. For we are here as earthlings to bring our past knowledge to light. Thank you for these messages from the hallowed halls, the sacred texts, and divine masters of the records, as well as from our own guides and guardians. The records are now closed. And there we go.
Your energy stays with you. My energy stays with me.
Yes. Love
So
it.
Diana, what's scheduled for you next week? Or will you be up to?
Well, I harvested last year's honey yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I'm very surprised because I had 10 frames. I actually had more than that. And out of what was probably 18 frames, um, five, six, four, it's, let me see, maybe 12 of them, 13 of them had honey on them. Now my neighbor came to help me because it's a centrifuge and it's stainless steel and it's not that heavy, but it's cumbersome, especially the box that it arrived in, right? So Kevin put it together, then went home. And Dominica and I continued, and she did most of the cranking to get the honey out of the
The comb.
frames. So you
Oh,
have to poke holes in each one of the cells, right? So she did all of that and started spinning, spinning, spinning. It took us about an hour to do those frames. And I'm amazed. We were joking that we'd only get about 2 tablespoons of honey, but
but it turned out a lot.
right, we've got close to a quart. So that'll. I'm so excited. I'm to be able to have that and share it with her because she's the gal who has done all the filming from last year's colony. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to start
remember.
filming, right? I don't want to start filming yet because they just got settled in and I I know my queen is marked, but I quickly didn't want to lose anything, so I quickly moved them from the container they came in into the deep box, and there they sit with the lid on top, and the boys are out there figuring out what they're supposed to do, and the girls are in there figuring out what they're supposed to do. The best part about this colony is that it's a brood. So
Hmm.
the drones know their queen intimately, and the attendees know their queen like the mother she is, and are they're the ladies in waiting and doing all the things that they got to do with all the eggs that she's laying. So I'm going to wait probably 2 more weeks before I open the lid and take a good look at them, you know?
Just like
And,
last year's.
right. And
Yeah, I
so,
remember.
yeah. So now the honey that I've got, because this was our first time at it, it's like, it doesn't matter what you read or what you watch. You still don't know until you experience it. So now we've got to strain it because it wasn't honey that was isolated from the general population. So there's the carcasses from the dead bees were mixed in with all of that. Well, of course I've cleaned
Yes.
them off of there, but like their wings and probably a leg or two here and there and pieces of wax are in the honey. So we've got to strain it and get all those little pieces out. And then we've got honey to eat. And we stuck our fingers in it yesterday, and it tastes oranges. Like oranges smell if you've ever been in an orange grove or to Orange County, Florida. Mm. And it tastes like the kind of honey you would get them from there. And I am quite a bit farther north than Orange County, Florida. So I have no idea how the honey turned out tasting like oranges, but it's definitely fruity and sweet and delicious. So
That's amazing. So good luck with that this coming week. And I will actually be back on Sunday with you
that's right. We
for,
have part two.
yeah, for Soul Cloud Connect. I'll send you the link later, Diana. But
Yep.
we will be back by popular demand. A lot of you guys have asked for a part two.
Yes.
And you guys want me to exposed. I don't know why. You want me to expose my birth chart. So yes, here I am. Um, I've become a YouTuber, so I'm exposing
You have
myself.
no choice.
I
It's
have
all
no
out there,
choice.
baby.
Yeah. So if you're interested in part two of Diana Bowles reading my birth chart, please
Yeah.
stay tuned for Soul Cloud Connect this Sunday. And then after that, I'll be back again on the Thursday. Oh, my Thursday. So that's your Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern again with Linda de Gonzalez. We will be doing Into the Ether.
Ah,
So yeah, if
good
you're
job.
interested in that and you're not subscribed yet, it's not too late. Hit that subscribe button. And please don't forget to hit the like on this on each of our videos as well. It helps with the algorithm. And please leave a comment after the show. That also helps us a lot. So
That's,
thank you everyone, and we hope to see you again in the
thank
next 2
you.
weeks. Bye.
We see you.